Lawrence, can you explain what an RFS is?
So an RFS is request for solution. And the idea is, unlike an RFP where you say, yea, verily, here's my terms, here's my statement of work, here's my SLAs, give me a bid, apples to apples comparison, right? An RFS is saying, here's my unmet business needs, solve my problem. So instead of going in comparing apples to apples to apples, it could be apples, tomatoes, kumquats, and tacos. And you go, oh, tacos sound awesome right now. I didn't know I wanted a taco, but taco meets my, yeah, I didn't know a taco was the thing, right? So the challenge, of course, is that you have to have a pretty sophisticated buyer and seller to go through the process. And it's well documented in terms of you go to Vested Way and other resources. But, the whole challenge of the RFS is it's awesome for innovation. It's terrible for commodity stuff. Right. RFPs kind of the other way around. Right. And so it really depends on what you're trying to get, using the right mechanism to achieve it, and having the sophistication to really understand. A good example is when banks went from brick and mortar banking to ATMs and online. You look at like BECU as an example. They were a very late adopter of that. The reason is because BECU's leadership went, we're a community. We were created by a bunch of former Boeing employees, and we're all about relationships with our constituency. And when they come into the bank, we can build relationships. We can have a cup of coffee, blah, 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 right? Typical credit union kind of thing. Well, when one of their suppliers recommended, hey, this ATM thing is becoming a deal and banking through the web, whatever, their CIO was like, oh, no, I don't want to do that. That would damage my model of having customer intimacy, right? Well, the contract professionals at the time didn't have that seat at the table with the business, right? That really understood the business, really understood the technology, and could bring the two together and have that conversation. So they were a very late adopter. Now, obviously, they do it today, like everybody does. But other banks went first. Once, the credit union saw the other bank's success, and that, they're actually getting more customers because you've got this ability to use anytime, any place. Don't have to be open 24/7. It's convenient. Blah blah blah. Right? Then they started to adopt it. But that upfront thing was there was innovation was offered, but they didn't know it was innovation because they didn't understand that it met a need that they didn't know they had.
No, that's brilliant because I am a BEC member. So I have lots of accounts with them, and they are very still community-based. So the point is that when you can do a solution as opposed to a bid, then you can say to your supply base, okay, you think you've got this great innovation called ATMs, and we've got this brand, we're very community-based, we're high touch. They are awesome to work with. How do we manage this perception in the market that we are awesome to work with? We go in and have a cup of coffee, and that's where I do my business banking, with the need for online availability, ATMs, and all the rest of it.
Which is why when you go to the ATM, there's like pictures of customers, and they're like, the first time I saw it, there's a picture of some guy's face, and all of a solution he smiles and opens his eyes up a little more, like, whoa. But this is the face of one of our, it's an actual real customer.
Right. And so the solutioning process, when you're looking for innovation, unlike a bid process, allows the suppliers to tell you how they're going to give you a faceless ATM and maintain your brand, which is so critical in the market, which is we're a community-based credit union.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it applies to any industry, any technology, any commodity pretty much that you're doing. If you need real innovation, meaning solving the unmet business need, right? Something that matters, not lowest price, right? If that's what you need, great way to do it.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Jeanette Nyden. I hope you enjoyed watching the chat session between Lawrence Kane and I. Many people who have seen these chat sessions as part of the Contract Professionals e-learning program have said, quote, they are moderately interesting, considering we're talking about contract terms and conditions, unquote. High praise indeed. The Contract Professionals e-learning program consists of a manual with 18 chapters, 25 tools and checklists, 12 one-hour webinars, these chat sessions, and 12 live coaching sessions. If you would like to enhance your skill set or the skill set of your team members, please check out the information about the e-learning program in the link below. We would love to train you and your team to better develop, negotiate, and manage performance and outcome-based contracts.